Hi, this is Felix and I just did some YMT racing. It's a local track in Hong Kong and it's quite high traction. And for the first time we get to run the X20 on it. I know there's a lot of customer out there right now that is running the car, but I have to go out there and experience myself because it's quite high traction of a track, especially at night with all the 12 scale running. Is quite interesting. And we are going to go over some of the things that I did in the YMT raceway. The shock and spring setup, I will stay with the stock spring and with the stock oil, which is 350. One of the option part that I feel that is very important on sugar asphalt track is the X carbon on the arm. The X carbon on the arm give it a lot more response, a lot more direct feel. The next option part that I use for this is the rear braced, because this track is quite high traction, so we decided instead of using the post like what everybody does, I use the standard rear braced, and that actually stiffened up the rear end and made it a lot more stable. And then as far as for steering, I end up using the floating steering mount. That floating steering mount of this car is a little different from the floating steering mount from everybody else. It's using a medius concept, having 4 screws underneath, and you can adjust the stiffness at the flex point based on which screw you end up using. You a lot more mid corner steering based on the test. And then the next thing that I need to talk about is some of these variable change that I did during the test. For the local guys from RC Tech, they told me that the Solaris tire was the tire to use, and I know in the USA this is a quite popular tire, and with this tire for our car is quite an advantage because we can adjust the camber. During the YMT session, the traction got very high towards the end, and I have to actually take out some of the camber, and I could just do it very simply by using a 2mm. So with that said, another big setup change to the emergency to make the car handle better was the track width. I was able to just use a caliper and measure the front and the rear. Based on the measurement, I can determine how wide my car is. So I will have a chart for you guys in the upcoming future. But right now the measurement for the front is 67, and then the rear will be 70, and that give me 187 and 184 on track width. So these are the most important things that I feel that it really made this setup helped and worked in YMT. So for other tracks, for sure there's more setup tips. So hopefully my next video will show you that, and hopefully I will have time to make another video for you guys. See you soon.